PlayStation 5 Pro. It's literally the talk of the town. Or is it? You know you can get a PlayStation 5 Pro right now. It's easy to get. I thought it was going to be difficult. I thought the scalpers were going to be scalping. Now they are scalping it. They're grabbing it. You can see it on eBay for thousands of dollars. But it's not that big of a deal these days. You can go right now to PlayStation Direct and get one of these bad boys. Why is the PlayStation 4 5 Pro? Why is it being criticized like it is? I know. What's the price point, right? $700 plus. A whole lot of money, right? And when everybody was looking at the side by side comparison, right? They was looking at, everyone was looking on their phones, looking at the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro comparison, and we was all like, I don't really see a difference. They both look the same. You had to kind of squint to see what you was looking at. Now, me, a lot of other people was looking at our phones and said, wait a minute, I don't see no difference. Had to go to the television and upload it there, put it there, and I saw the difference. I saw the high resolution. I saw the stuff in the background is better looking than the stuff. Well, the stuff in the background matched the stuff up the front. The ray tracing, better graphics. There was a difference. But is that difference worth $700? Some people saying yeah, some people saying no. The reason this thing has not sold out, could it be because many people don't even want it? Or could it be because they made enough copies? They made enough stock for us to all have one. It could be a little bit of the both. I don't know. This is speculation. But a lot of people may sit this one out, and that's fine. I pre-ordered me a PlayStation 5 Pro. Maybe I'm just a Sony fanboy. Maybe I'm just a hardcore gamer. And that's probably what this is catered to. It's catered to the hardcore gamers of gamers. We want to see every pixel. We want to get immersed. And if you're giving us something that may make the immersion better, like more pixels, more whatever, more blah 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 blah, we're willing to spend the premium price. $700, is that reasonable? The inflation, but people don't want to hear about inflation. But we see the inflation. You order your Big Mac, you order whatever your food, whatever restaurant you go to, fast food, you see the prices gouged a little bit or whatever. But we don't want to look at electronics like that. We want this to say the same. So what would be the reasonable price for a PlayStation 5 Pro if $700 is not the right price? And listen, I'm not defending this price or anything like that, but I'm just saying, what would be the reasonable price? $600? They're treating this, and some people are treating this like just because they have the PlayStation 5, that now that we're upgrading to the PlayStation 5 Pro, I want it cheaper because I had the other one. Sony's not treating it like this, obviously. They're treating it, if you ask me, like the first PlayStation 5 never existed. They don't care, to me, in my opinion, they don't care if you had the PlayStation 5 or not. If you want the better version, you have to ditch your PlayStation 5 or keep it, whatever you want to do. And you have to play the premium price for the new version. Now, another problem that we all are seeing is that it doesn't have a disk drive, and that's something I kind of am disappointing in. Why doesn't it have a disk drive? Well, people are saying, the words on the street is that it's because it's going to make the price go up. And we all know they want you to slowly go into digital gaming. We're getting rid of the disk drive. The next gen consoles, so PlayStation 6, if that's what they're going to call it, and the Xbox Series Z, whatever that's what they're going to call it, whatever they're going to call it, will not most likely have a disk drive. They're slowly getting away from disk drive only. But the problem is with this little situation, if you're backwards compatible, right, when you can play all the PlayStation 4 games that I have, then, well, I can't play none of my PlayStation 4 games in the new PlayStation 5 Pro because there is no disk drive. So all the games that I previously owned would have to have been digitally only to begin with. So if they're going to digital only in the future with the next gen consoles, if that's a possibility, then that means all my disc games will not be backwards compatible. The only way you can have backwards compatible games if you just ordered them all digital. And people say, well, you don't technically own the game if it's just digital only. That's half true. I think they should have just gave us the disc drive with the inflated price rather than that. This is too severe for many of us, but not all of us, but many of us, that the price is high and you don't have a disc drive. It's just not great. Me, on the other hand, I bought this. I pre-ordered it. And I'm waiting. I can't wait. Next month it releases. I'm going to keep my regular PlayStation 5 because of what I just said. It doesn't have a disc drive. I can't play my old PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 games that I already have on disc. I can't play it on the PlayStation 5. I have to order you can order allegedly the disc drive and attach it myself. Most of us are not going to be doing all that. I'm not doing all that. Some of you can do it, but I'm not. So I'm just keeping the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now with this PlayStation 5 Pro, the console war is literally over now. PlayStation has won the console war again because this game is obviously going to be better looking than the Xbox Series X. Right? And Microsoft don't seem to know exactly what they want to do. They're all over the place. They're giving up. They're changing plans here and there. So, PlayStation is the victor. Another question I have for the PlayStation 5 Pro is the games they demonstrated on a little Direct, PlayStation Direct, revealing the PlayStation 5 Pro, right? Was just a certain amount of games. How of a graphical masterpiece will it make the PlayStation 4 games? Of the other games, they showed Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. They showed The Last of Us and Spider-Man. What about the other games? The other games that's not catered, that's not exclusive PlayStation games. Can we see more demonstration? That concerns me as well. The fact of not so much demonstration. We need to see more footage of comparisons. This game, this console literally comes out November. Next month. We're in October. Where is the footage? Obviously, this is more powerful than the PlayStation 5. It's going to be more powerful. But all I'm asking, explain to us a little bit more. Have a question in there. But I guess it's like this. You either going to buy it or you're not going to buy it. A lot of people just not going to buy it. But the majority of people are just going to be like, well, I already have the PlayStation 5, the regular version. I don't need the PlayStation 5 Pro. And that's fine because, see, this Pro version just started with the last gen. The PlayStation 3 didn't have a Pro version. The PlayStation 4 had a Pro version. And this was like an experiment. It's not a new console. It's just a little upgrade from the previous. And that thing sold very well. So the experiment, this is the second time they have done this. We're making a Pro version of the PlayStation. And now with the PlayStation 5. And maybe, I don't know what their marketing is. Maybe they're not trying to push it as hard. They were like, fine, if you want to keep your PlayStation 5, great. But if you want that premium upgrade, go for it. And guys like me, we're going to go for it. We're going to be noticing the difference. And this might be a situation when you don't really know the difference just by looking at a comparison. You literally have to play the game. With the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro, you saw the difference. I was very happy with the PlayStation 4 Pro. I sold my PlayStation 4, got the Pro, was very happy, no complaint. And that wasn't really crazily promoted. It was a new concept for Sony. So by that track record, by that happening, by them actually doing this before with their last console, I'm confident to go ahead and give them the benefit of the doubt by getting this PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm fine with it. Let's see what it do. I'm hoping there's more comparisons. A lot of the people that's been playing this game, the game critics, a lot of them have already played it, and they all saying, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are saying, yeah, this is real good. You can see the difference. This is great. But then some of them are saying it really is dedicated to the hardcore gamer. The gamers that's like, I want to see every pixel. And I'm one of them guys, unfortunately. I want to get immersed in possible. If you're telling me you're giving me one extra pixel, I'm a sucker, I guess. I'm not saying you're a sucker if you get this, but I'm saying that a lot of us, we want the best of the best of the best of the best. And if you're telling me that there's a chance that the background is better and more, you can see more of the background of the crowd and the ray tracing, then I'm just going to go ahead and get it. Now, but I do have questions now. A lot of us that likes this new technology, even though it's not a crazy upgrade, a lot of us do want to see more. We need to see. So I'm predicting a lot of us that's already have the PlayStation 5 Pro, right? A lot of us are just going to go ahead and get the PlayStation 5 Pro. But we're going to keep our regular PlayStation 5 due to the fact this doesn't have a disk drive. We're keeping the regular PlayStation 5 because we can play our PlayStation 4 games on disc. Because a lot of us really didn't go digital only until PlayStation 5. Like, all my games are disc on the PlayStation 4. I didn't really, a lot of us still ain't really go deep into the digital only stuff. So I have to keep my PlayStation. I have to either, you're gonna either, you're gonna either have to, if you got disc, you're gonna, and you want the backwards compatibility, you're either gonna keep your PlayStation 5 or get rid of your PlayStation 5 and get the Pro and put the disk drive, the disk drive separate. You can connect to it or whatever you allegedly can do. But if you have a catalog, if you have a bunch of CDs and you don't have a PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 Pro, then you probably just need to get the PlayStation 5, the regular version, and just wait till the next gen comes out. This is not, to me, this is not really this is not, and this, they didn't take in consideration about your disc. They didn't take consideration about it. And that's, like, again, I said in the beginning of this video, when the next gen comes out and it becomes only digital games, well, will it truly be a backwards compatible game? Because all of us are into backwards compatibility, and now that it's a backwards compatibility game that you can on console, then I can't go to GameStop and buy the old version. It can only be on the PlayStation Network, the PlayStation Store, for me to get these old games. And if the store doesn't have it, I can't go back to a yard sale that has the old school game. See, this digital only stuff is it's a good idea, but then it's kind of not, right? Because if that's one of the selling points and been the selling points of the last four consoles of the PlayStation 2, play the PlayStation 1 game, the PlayStation 3 games, play the PlayStation 2 games, the PlayStation 3 plays the PlayStation 4, you know what I'm saying? And if you go digital only, then the disc will be in vain. We can't, I don't know, y'all gotta tread lightly. The Sony, Microsoft, y'all gotta tread lightly with this digital only. And that's why I don't think maybe a lot of people are going to purchase this PlayStation Pro. A lot of people are, though. And maybe more will purchase this after the fact, and your friends, and you start to hear YouTubers starting to say, good gosh, this looks way better than the regular PlayStation 5. You gotta get a PlayStation 5 Pro. Then the people are going to start, like a crazy amount of people are going to start just jumping all on board. But until then, the pre-orders may not be as huge as we thought. But we shall see. Well, anyway, I'm Wacky Cat. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'm out.